Hello, y'all. Welcome back to the Fundie Baby Challenge. And we're somewhere different today. You might be a little bit confused. We are definitely at a different location today. And let me just explain. So, I know that I talked to you guys earlier about there being a potential church split. Well, there was a church split off camera. Another one of our pastor's children has come out and chosen an alternative lifestyle. So you know what? Our guy Titus Sharp took it into his own hands. He moved a bunch of the families over to Chestnut Ridge and he has built a church there. So people like the Abernathys, of course, people such as, his friends, the McLeods, those kind of people are who have joined us. We did not take the Hemphills. As you know, we've never been quite fond of the Hemphill family. We've not taken over, obviously, the Taylor family, and the Hoover family actually decided to stay with the Taylors as well. But we took over quite a few families, and we also were able to add a family to our church that already lived in Chestnut Ridge, an older family with some older teens, a young adult, and a few children. The kids are already loving this new property, and obviously we are going to have our guy Titus plant some things. We're going to get him started with planting some begonias. He is going to have a lot more bills with this bigger house, but he will make, probably about 500 simoleons a week for being the pastor of the church. So that means obviously Titus has always been big into going over and visiting families of the church and helping them with any problems, but he will be much more into that now. He will have a lot more responsibilities with visiting parishioners and that sort of thing. Today in this episode, I think he's actually here soon, actually going to go meet up with our new members of the church. So that's extremely exciting. They are the Graves family, actually, so that'll be great. And it's also perfect because the Graves family has a ton of girls and we have a ton of boys, so that is always super helpful. In this episode, we also are probably going to have our guy Erin go and meet with Reagan Abernathy and her father. I also got a few new mods that I'm trying out. I know I said I had an arranged marriage mod. I didn't realize that one was actually... Why is everybody kind of still? That's so weird. I did not realize that mod was kind of out of date. So I got this mod. It's called the Regency mod. So it's more for like people who want to do like a legacy challenge and they want to go back to like the 1400s or something like that. But it does have the option for Courtship and some other things. I also got a few other mods that will give us more information with stuff like attraction and that sort of thing. But regardless, let's have Titus go and visit the Graves family. Actually, you know what? I was going to have him go alone, but let's actually bring Erin with us. I feel like that would be great to show him, if he ever wants to be a pastor, how to talk to parishioners. So here we have the Graves family. We have Rochelle Graves, Brian Graves, Lee Graves, who is their young adult. We have Caroline, Chelsea, Brianna, Cassidy, and they have one son named Bryce. So let's go ahead and go over there. It's also a lovely Friday, so he'll have his first day as pastor in a couple days. Life in Chestnut Ridge is also great for Titus because he has the ranch trait, so he loves being outdoors. He's always worked with his hands and that sort of thing anyway. Oh, look. Okay, so Titus is also having a midlife crisis. He's hit a breaking point. He's probably not going to be able to do all these because these are very more feminine activities like cross-stitching and making flower arrangements. So I think he's probably going to ignore those interests that he's now having. Brian Graves is outside with his daughter, so I'm going to have our guy Titus go up and introduce himself. All right, things are already going well with these two patriarchs. It's also going to be nice having an elder around because, there wasn't many back in Newcrest, and he can really learn from Brian because Brian is a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and has gone through more stages of a life. They're seeming to really get along. So I think this will be a great addition to our church. We have learned, unfortunately, Brian is hot-headed, though, so we'll see how that goes. We're getting pretty close with Brian. I think that it's totally fine to actually head home now. I love how this house has plenty of room, but it's only really one floor. So, it's much easier with having, her going around and taking care of the children. We don't have to have toddlers who can't get to the right places because they can't walk up steps yet. If you'll notice, we do have 2 boys' rooms. So this is for a room for Aaron and Benjamin, and then this room is for the younger boys. Since Titus has been having such a hard time with his little midlife crisis, I think he's going to want to spend a little time with his wife early this morning. Oh, wow. Okay, so with my new mod, he actually just asked to be intimate with her, and she turned him down, which is not very Fundie of her. I'm sure Titus is feeling quite rejected, and oh my gosh, he can't even talk to his wife for one moment because we've got Christian over here. We need to discipline him for making a mess. We're going to have Aaron do a little work for Titus, and then he is going to go see if perhaps he can meet up with Dane and Reagan. Okay, so we had Sarah actually take a fertility test, which is in the new mod, and she has a 26% chance of becoming pregnant after intimacy. So yeah, it's definitely getting lower as she ages. All right, he is getting quite a bit of acne, actually. Is he sick? I don't think so. I think he just sneezed. Okay, I'm going to have him. We have just arrived at our chaperone get to know you session at the Starbucks in town. He's super excited to get to see Reagan again. Dane's giving them a little space to be on their date, but isn't going to go too far. I think that we're going to, with Dane's permission, of course, he's already got the permission, give our contact info, our phone number to Reagan. It's not going incredible, but it's also not going bad. Let's reveal that we are... Oh, she walked away. Is she leaving? I was going to say we're about to reveal that we're interested in her, but she left. Oh, she's just getting some coffee. Okay, that's fine. It's not like when Mark McLeod literally just left the premises. Okay, now we're gonna get to reveal that we are interested. Let's ask her if she would like children. I feel like that's very important to know. She said she's not sure about it. Well, we'll definitely convince her. That's no problem at all. Let's ask if she has remained pure up until this point. I feel like that's... Okay, she's never had woohoo with anyone, so that's great. That means she's pure. Let's give her a romantic gift of a piece of art that he made as a child. Wait, why is Dane angry? What's going on? Maybe it's unrelated to me. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, I feel like we can ask her to court at this point. Oh, she declined. She declined the courtship. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that means she just needs a little bit more time or what. Honestly, she might just need a little bit more time. Maybe it's going a little too quick for her. Maybe she wanted to hang out a little bit more and get to know his character a little bit more before we enter into a courtship. I feel like that's quite enough time for the date, so I think that Aaron and everyone's gonna head out now. Oh, before he head out, it says Aaron has a major crush on Reagan. That is good. I think before church tomorrow, Titus has been a little bit bored in life. I think he might ask Sarah on a little date. They're already matching, which is perfect. Super sweet. Let's just have them talk. I think that their marriage has really suffered from having so many children. They just have no time together. Sarah is always off with a child, and he's always out of the house, just doing something else. Now he's doing a little bit of flirtation, which he has not got to do in so long. I think, even though it's not very Christ-like of them, I think that they might go to the closet here at this weird little park and woohoo. I feel like he's definitely gonna... He hasn't felt connected to his wife much in the past few years, so he definitely wants to take this opportunity. They haven't gone on a date in forever. Oh, they're going. I guess she said yes this time, maybe. Okay, I think she said yes. I'm very surprised that Sarah would agree to that. All right, he's feeling exhilarated, so that's very good for him because he has not felt great in a while. Is she sweating? What is that? I think she's sweating. Okay, now Titus and Sarah are both very satisfied, so that's better than last episode where he was saying that he was extremely dissatisfied in their relationship. All right, y'all. After he is done with this part of the conversation, I'm going to have her go take a pregnancy test in the park bathroom, which is crazy. All right, moment of truth. She's pregnant. Oh my gosh. How many kids does that make? I don't even know. That makes baby number 10. That is insane. Oh, is she having morning sickness already? Is she going to go tell her man? Oh, I think she's going to tell her man. Oh, wow. I mean, they are getting hot and fucking heavy. Oh, they're both sweating. Oh my gosh, Titus, I didn't know you could move like that. They're having too good of a time, but I think they are probably going to have to head home soon because they can't leave the kids too long with Erin. Honestly, I wonder if it's a boy or girl. I think maybe another girl, honestly. They got a really nice grill now, and he's out here grilling. I also just realized we might have to add on to the house because right now we only have one restroom. Oh, Isla aged up. Okay. Oh, she's a charmer? Okay, let's give her a little Fundie makeover. All right, our girl Isla... Oh, Benjamin also aged up. Oh my god. Anyway, our girl Isla aged up. I think this is one of the first times in a really long time that we haven't had an infant in the house. Okay, so Benjamin has aged up. What is his other trait? Okay, that makes sense. A horse lover and a green fiend. So I think he's going to love outdoorsy stuff, and he's going to really enjoy helping Dad. I think we should choose the freelance botanist aspiration for him. Oh, Lord. He is going to absolutely need a Fundie makeover bad. You're going to have to get all those piercings off. Okay, I'm going to let him keep this hairstyle. He is definitely going to need to get all those accessories off. Since he likes to be quite outdoorsy, I'm going to make sure his outfit reflects that. All right, super handsome guy. He is ready with his little Fundie makeover. I think that soon we're going to have almost like a teens meetup at the church and have all the teens meet up as a effort to promote courtship and to get some interest flowing. So maybe Benjamin will find who he's interested in, and maybe Mark McLeod will be more open to having Ben court his daughter than he was with Erin. In the midst of a midlife crisis, Titus has decided writing is his thing. That's fine. He can start writing. He can use that for ministry. I do realize it's a Sunday morning, but low-key, I'm so obsessed with the courting process. It's the most fun part about this game. I think I might honestly let them have a home church today, and at the actual church will be the youth summit, which is really basically find yourself a courting partner type beat. So the rules for this is you can talk to the girls, you can't really flirt with them or talk about anything too intimate until you're actually talking to the dad of the family for the guys. So I'm going to have them go ahead and head over to the church, and you guys are actually going to get to see the church for the first time, which is cool. We're going to have him travel with his brother Ben, and as you can see, the walls of our church got graffitied a little bit, but anyway, I guess some of the people of the town of Chestnut Ridge were not too happy about us coming through, but anyway, we'll have us start our youth group. Okay, everyone is starting to arrive. I think the boys might needs some food, or at least Erin does. So he's going to make himself some breakfast. And then we will get the convos starting. So obviously Ben's first priority, he is super interested in Mark McLeod's daughter. So he's going to go talk to her. There's Reagan. Okay, there's an instant attraction. So he's going to be inclined to be romantic with her. Let's talk about the weather. Let's talk about my brother, that sort of thing. I wonder if she will have any interest in him, but right now it seems like he has interest in her. So let's just have some friendly conversations. Oh, she says Erin's the best, so we already have an in because, she was close with Erin growing up. Oh, Benjamin has a major crush on Alexandra. Okay, great. Okay, this is so interesting because I feel like Benjamin is not an argumentative guy, but he likes argumentative people, so he likes somebody quite a bit different than him. Let's ask about her day. I think that's enough conversation. We don't want to... Oh, sorry, I thought she was not liking the conversation. But we are going to maybe chat with some other ladies here. Let's have him chat with one of the Graves daughters, Chelsea. Okay, now we're talking to both sisters. It's kind of weird, but I mean, it's all right. It didn't come up and tell us how they feel about how Ben feels about these two girls. So let's see if I can actually see. Okay, so he's attracted to Caroline Graves. Let's see about... so he's very attracted to both sisters. So any of these could be a possibility for him to court. It looks like he just likes everybody low-key, which, I mean, that makes sense. I wonder who he will end up asking his dad to talk to their dad about. I wonder if it will be one of these girls or if it's going to be the McLeod girl or who it's going to be. Also, once we're done with this, we need to roll to see if he's going to grow up to be a Fundie, a mainstream Christian, or an atheist. He's getting a little FaceTime in with Reagan. That is great. Okay, attractiveness alert. Wow, what a sim. Ben just stopped what they were thinking about at the moment and found themselves staring at Chelsea. That woman has so many qualities that make Benjamin's heart race as if it were on a cross-country marathon. Wow, they meet Benjamin's desire so readily. I feel like that might be his girl then. Also, I don't know why, but Reagan is super tense. It's super hard to get their love score, I guess, up. Oh, it's a little awkward between them right now. I don't know what's going on. But it's a little hard to get their love score up because they're not allowed to kiss or do much at all. They're not allowed to say I love you, so they can't flirt too much either. So it's kind of hard to get their love score up. Maybe the awkward encounter was because of the guy that came up and got into our conversation. I don't know. I feel like, we've made a little bit of progress. I think he might ask her to court again and see. And I feel like if she doesn't say yes this time, then he needs to move on. Oh, they've entered a courtship. Yay. We finally have a couple courting. That's great. That's so exciting. We have our first courtship. Oh, they're holding hands. Now that they're in a courtship. This is just great. We should go check on Ben, though. Ben's just out here eating. He's like, I think I met the girl that I want to go out with. I think that before we leave, we're going to have him talk a little bit more to Chelsea. And then perhaps in our next episode, we are going to have him go and meet with Chelsea's dad, Brian, and ask about getting to know him so that he can then get to know his daughter more. All right, y'all. I think that's enough for this episode. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.